Hi there. About an hour and a half ago, I watched a video from TJ Pyramid called "Let's Talk About," and it's kind of a new series he's trying to start there. So I hope that a lot of people make response videos to it. I'm gonna link the video down below in the description box. And he talked about War Games, a movie that meant a lot to him, one that he could watch pretty much any time. And I thought about a lot of ideas for films. I went from everything from Friday the 13th to Deep Red, movies that it hit me when I was young, when I was a child. And I decided to go with something just a bit more recent. And something that meant a lot to me hit me on a more personal level, and is my go-to movie when I want to feel actually good. And it is not a movie that many of you guys there, if any of you will know, or actually the type that you'd expect me, of all people, to showcase for one of my videos. So, what's my movie that I can put on at any time and watch day or night? And there's a few, but this one stands out, and I'll let you know why. But first, I'll let you know what it is. Even my better half doesn't know what it is because I didn't tell her beforehand. Camp. Camp is a fantastic musical by some very, at the time, young talent. Many that would go on and to do, I don't know, Broadway, whatever they did, and one girl that will become very, very famous. And that girl actually hosted Saturday Night Live this week. And if you look really close, you will see a very young Anna Kendrick. The extremely beautiful now 28-year-old Anna Kendrick, who I adore. I actually watched Pitch Perfect a few times, and I'm not ashamed to say that. There's some pretty kick-ass music in there. Cups is a go-to song for me, because I like music. I grew up in a musically inclined family. My father was a musician, and he played in numerous bands. He can pick up any instrument and play it. He can't read music, but he can listen and hear it and play it back. A talent that I do not possess, and always wish that I did. I was the first person in my school to dance at a sock hop. I am a very stiff dancer now that I'm older and more self-conscious. But ironically, when I was growing up, I taught my friends how to dance. And I was into a lot of musicals, although I could not sing. I was more of I did it more of a Rex Harrison style. Just phonetically do it and make it sound like you can sing. It takes an extreme amount of confidence to do something like that. And I had an extreme amount of confidence. Camp is a musical. It's about people that don't fit in anywhere except here. And the first thing that this did was make me wish that I had found a place like this where I fit in. Because I went through school dealing with the fact that I didn't quite fit in. I moved around a lot. So the friends that I made for like, were good friends, but there was differences. I was acting, I was writing, I was fairly good when it came to like sports like soccer and gymnastics, but I got out of that fairly fast and went more into the arts. And it's not an easy thing to do, because when I was growing up was in the 80s, and sports ruled. It's not like today when everything is geek chic and people are being nerdy on purpose just to be cool. It didn't work that way. We were outcasts. We were the people that kind of got made fun of, or got asked questions about things but not out in the open. They would, you know, Dungeons and Dragons became a craze. I wasn't that in. I had the first, like the red box edition and stuff like that, but I wasn't really playing it a lot. But needless to say, when it became an in thing, people came to me and asked me about Dungeons and Dragons, and could I, on the side, tell them how that whole thing works. Yeah. So, good and bad. Today, however, guys, you've got a magnificent world to live in where this is all cool. Where conventions, cosplay, video games, Doctor Who, it's all mainstream. And this movie reminds me of a time when I didn't fit in. I was not questioning my sexuality like one of the main characters. That was the one thing I didn't question when I was growing up. I actually was jealous of people that did have that whole sexuality thing, because I thought, well, they're cooler than me because, you know, they got something extra. I know, kind of weird, but I actually did. But I was doomed to like girls, so still to this day, doomed as doom can be. Well, this movie has some amazing music in it, and some great tunes, some great Stephen Sondheim tunes are in here. Anna Kendrick does the song "Ladies Who Lunch" in this from God, what's the musical called? I can't remember right now. Anyway, but it's a fantastic song. There are some great songs in this musical. One original, I think, is called "Century Plant," which I really, really enjoy, and the Rolling Stones song sang at the beginning by the main actor. Oh God, his name I can't remember right now. It's a different name. I really should have looked this up beforehand, but you know what? Look it up. It's a fantastic little film. And Daniel Letterly. There we go. The smaller role played by Anna Kendrick, Fritzy, is actually pretty far down in the cast, but it's memorable. The songs on here, "Wild Horses," Daniel Letterly does an amazing job of that song. "Through My Tears" was a great song, and "Turkey Lurkey," of course, Sondheim. "Century Plant," "Here's Where I Stand" is what kind of the sort of the ending song. And for all you guys that never fit in, or for all you that ended up on YouTube because you were kind of like an attention junkie, like me, Camp is a fantastic film. And it's one that, to this day, I can just turn on and watch. Day or night. I like the music. The actors are fantastic. They're young, talented actors doing a film on a low budget, partially produced by Danny DeVito, because he believed in a little film that had no right to become known by anyone except a bunch of talented performers believed in it. And so do I. And that's my movie. So check down in the description box below for TJ Pyramid's video on War Games, which is a movie that I'm sure a lot of you guys will know way more than the movie that I just mentioned, and maybe even a little bit more interested in. But hopefully maybe you learned something about me here, and maybe that made you a little bit interested in at least finding out what the movie's all about. I purposely didn't tell you much because I want you to find out yourself. Thanks for watching, and for me right now, my better half just got home. I just poured up another cup, and it is time for tea.